Dear students, now we'll be discussing the vocabulary section, fill in the blanks, and grammar portion of lesson 6 of UG second year. The name of the lesson is Srinivas Ramanujan. So, in vocabularies, we have to frame sentences of two different words. Words who sound same but have different spelling and a different meaning. So in this section we would first name the word, then tell the meaning of both the words, and then we will frame sentences. So our first two words are born and bone. Born means to come in world by birth or to exist, and bone means boundary or limit. So the sentence for born is I was born in Delhi. That means my birthplace was Delhi. And the sentence for bone is they broke their bone in excitement. That means they forgot their limits in excitement. Our second word is sum and sum. First one is SUM. That means question related to maths or total of two digits. And sum means SOME, sum means a few. The sentence for sum is he has solved all the sums of maths. And the sentence formation for sum is give me some water. Our next word, two words are proficiency and proficient. Proficiency means having the skill in doing something, and proficient means skilled or a skillful person or having that talent to do certain thing. The sentence for proficiency is our painter has got good proficiency at his work. And the sentence for proficient is they are proficient workers. Our next word is expense and expense. Expense, EXPENSE. Expense means money spent for particular purpose, whereas expense is large space or area. So the sentence for expense is Sheila's household expense is very high. And the sentence for expense is she should limitize her friend's expense. Our next word is feature and future. Future means time that will come after present, and feature means an important part or quality of something. The sentence for feature is the features of his car are loved by everyone. Features here means qualities. And the sentence for future is our students should have a good future. So sentence formation has been finished. Now we will switch on to fill in the blanks. The fill in the blanks for this lesson are we will switch to the fill in the blanks. The fill in the blanks in the sentences have some words. The words are mathematicians, trigonometry, dreaming, generosity, and indication. Our first sentence is born in a poor Brahmin family, he gave no dash of his hidden talent. He gave no indication of his hidden talent. Second one is from his childhood Ramanujan was of a quiet and dash temperament. He was of a quiet and dreamy temperament. Third fill in the blanks is he always helped them with a dash which all through his career was the most lovable feature of his character. He always helped them with a generosity. Number 4. While in the 4th standard, he could solve the most difficult problems of dash. So we all know he solved the problems of trigonometry. And last question is, he kept a record of the solution in a notebook which he afterwards showed to other dash to their great intense astonishment. He showed to other mathematicians. So friends, our fill in the blank section has been completed, and now we would switch to antonyms and synonyms. First, antonyms. The antonym of poor is rich. The antonym for large is small. The antonym for first is last. The antonym for quiet is noisy. The antonym for senior is junior. The antonym for great is small. The antonym for triumph means victory. The antonym for triumph is defeat. And the antonym for higher is lower. Now we will move on to the synonym section. The synonym for poor is penniless. The synonym for calamity is misfortune. The synonym for feature is peculiarity. The synonym for influence is effect. The synonym for unique is matchless. And the synonym for astonishment is surprise. So now we have finished antonym and synonyms. Now we will move on to a grammar section. The grammar section comprises of tense. Especially we will study the various forms of the past tense. The first one is past indefinite tense. This form indicates three things. First one is habitual actions in the past. That means actions related to your habit which you do often or regular. Example is Prachi never told a lie in her life. Second, activities or states in the past. It especially indicates a period of point or a period of time. They lived in India 10 years ago. Here 10 years ago is the time which indicates that this was the limit of their stay in India. Third one is a series of actions that happened one after another in the past. One after another. Such as Prachi got up early, then she took her breakfast, she went to school, she came home, etc. Here you have to understand that all the actions are one after another. Second is past continuous tense. This form indicates three conditions such as first, an action in progress at a point of time in past. We are talking about progress, such as yesterday at 5 p.m. we were playing cards. Second one is an action in progress at some point of time in past, when some another action took place. When I saw the snake, I ran quickly. What was the reason to run quickly? Because I saw the snake first, then second, I ran quickly. Both the actions are linked. Third one, two or more actions going on at the same time. Understand, two or more at the same time. While Diti was reading a novel, Prachi was watching television. Third one is past perfect tense. This tense form indicates an action completed in the past before another action. Example is, by the time the doctor arrived, the patient had died. That means the patient was dead before the doctor came. Second is, an action or event happened earlier. Look from a time in past. At 11 o'clock they slept. We are seeing that at 11 they slept. When? Yesterday. That means in past. And third is, an action in past which denotes causes for later actions in past. Example is, I did not know the man because I had not seen him before. If I would have seen him, I would have recognized. So, I did not recognize because I haven't seen him earlier. Now, we would go for the last tense here, that is past perfect continuous tense. It denotes an action that began to happen before some other action but has not finished happening at that time. Understand, the action began but is not yet completed. Example is, by 2003 DT had been working for 10 years as the principal of the school. That means she is working from 2003, but her job is not finished. Still she is working. Now move on to exercises. First exercise is, fill in the blanks with indefinite or continuous form of past tense. First one is, DT cross in brackets the room and cross DT cross in brackets the room and sit in the brackets down the chair. The answer will be, cross will be crossed here and sit will become sat. The answer is, DT crossed the room and sat down in the chair. Second is, the sound of the horn dash wake the baby. Wake will become woke. The answer is, the sound of the horn woke the baby. Second exercise, rewrite the following sentences using simple past tense and add an appropriate adverbial such as last year, yesterday. First one is, we are in a difficult situation. We are will become were. We were in a difficult situation last year. Second one is, it suddenly gets hot. The answer would be, it suddenly got. Here gets becomes got. It suddenly got hot yesterday. Third exercise is, fill in the blanks with past indefinite or past perfect of the verbs given in the brackets. By the time, first question is, by the time the ambulance dash in brackets arrive, the patient in brackets die. Here arrive will become arrived and die will be died. The answer is, by the time the ambulance arrived, the patient had died. Second one is, it rain in the brackets every day this week. Rain will become rained. It rained every day this week. Fourth and the last exercise here is, combine the pairs of sentences using past perfect tense to express the earlier event or action. Two sentences will be given here. We have to combine them in past. Mother prepared the breakfast. We came to the dining table a little later. It means mother prepared breakfast earlier and we came later. The combination of sentence will be, mother had prepared the breakfast much before we reached the dining table. So, now we finish our grammar section. I think this video will benefit you. Thank you.